What do you got?
I got some stuff. Paige gave me a DVD, and she said, first I'm going to say I'm sorry, everybody who's sent DVDs and stuff to the show in the last couple of months. We're going to get to them.
Yep.
Don't worry. Next show, I'll get to all that stuff.
What show?
But next podcast. But this show, what I have here is Paige did give me one DVD, and she asked me to take a look at it. And the Russ and I actually watched it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we did.
And it's John Dickey's Slaughter Tales, which I think you will all soon be hearing about.
An anthology movie?
It is an anthology. I rarely watch low-budget camcorder movies anymore, and when I do, I usually just scan through after getting the general idea. With this screener of Slaughter Tales, I found myself belly laughing, grossed out, and surprisingly engaged by this new anthology, written, lensed, directed, scored, and starring John Dickey, a VHS horror enthusiast who compiled the film from footage he shot with his friends and parents over 2 years, starting at age 13.
Fantastic.
It's crazy. I think the greatest appeal.
Wasn't even able to my own butt.
I was I was not focused. I think I was boxing a blow up Godzilla at age 13.
Throwing rocks at the neighbor's house.
I was throwing eggs at the neighbor's house.
Yeah.
Actually, I got caught.
Oh, you're advanced.
I think the greatest appeal of Dickey's feature-length shot on video is going to be for all those out there who have produced some sort of horror film on camcorder, whether commercial or not, and all those who have enjoyed them, and there are a lot of them. Being able to see the creative process of a 13-year-old horror fan will bring them all back to the days when they were running around their kitchen, bathroom, or backyard with a camcorder making ridiculous nonsense gore films with Caro syrup, latex, and clay. The thin plot, stringing all the violence together, has John shoplifting a VHS tape from a flea market and then watching the cruddy anthology tape at home. He's visited by Fulci-like zombies who appear in his bathtub, warning him not to watch the tape, but of course goes on anyway to the deadly end. There are 5 scenes of madness introduced by 2 faux trailers. Adolescent absurdity that ensues. Loading a plastic shotgun with a handful of nails instead of bullets and shooting them at a demon monster with a knight's helmet. Momentarily dispatching said knight by impaling the back of his head on an ordinary light switch. It's genius. It's so good. Yeah, he's like the little... A character cuts off both his own hands.
How do you manage that?
Yeah.
Another hand appears, but it's really very funny. You got to see it.
Another hand just appears.
It's just he's trying with one hand to get the knife, and then all of a sudden this other hand just cuts. And this other hand comes.
Is there blood?
Oh yeah, there's blood, and he makes it. It looks like out of clay and latex, and all, I mean it's hilarious. And some of it looks amazing.
Funny.
A demon threatening to impregnate one of the characters with his demon seed, and then being told, "But I'm a boy." Hilarious dialogue only a kid could come up with. Lone characters thinking out loud, explaining the action to come like, I gotta get a drink of water. I'm thirsty as hell.
That was a good burrito.
That was a good burrito. That's a good one. A constant barrage of F-bombs highlighted by a 14-year-old Dickey attempting to call a phone sex line and accidentally telling the operator he'll use his mom's credit card. Sure, this is completely amateur and seemingly filmed within the microcosm of his basement, bedroom, kitchen, and backyard, minus the introductory jaunt into town. But it also showcases some adept stop-motion, no-budget gore effects, and creative camera work. Shots looking up from inside the sink drain, action shots of bodies falling to the floor as the camera stays fixed on them, hands being severed, faces being ripped off, and animated clay slug creatures burrowing into pizza boxes, to name a few. The best of all is John Dickey is not delusional about his film. He knows it's silly amateur romp, and it's intended to be as bad as the shot-on-video movies he himself is in Homage. Amazingly self-aware, extremely ambitious, and apparently the love child of the VHS and shot-on-video horror community, John Dickey is the up-and-coming horror filmmaker you should all be keeping a severed eye out on.
Nice.
Wow.
He was wearing a 555 shirt in the movie, which we were like, oh,
yeah, and he also keeps referencing Caninus, which is a demon from the movie Blood Cult, which is a shot-on-video 80s movie.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's really very hilarious.
Well, is he in on the joke?
Oh, he's totally in on the joke. Yeah, he's got a T-shirt on that says this movie's terrible. He keeps telling, like, he's watching his anthologies and then he's doing the wraparound. He's like, this sucks. This doesn't make any sense. And what's great is you can see he's like 13 in like the previews. And then, like, he's by the end, he's like 14. Like, his hair gets longer.
2 years.
Oh, really?
His mom helps him.
Yeah.
His mom's in one of them. Like, it's just so funny. It's great.
It sounds very cute.
Yeah, I think you guys would get a kick out of it.
I'm going to check it out.
Check it out.